Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Regina's World. This is a little chit chat that I want to have. I want to give it kind of an update of where I am on kind of the story of dating. Again, another kind of update where I am with everything that's going on with Eddie. If you're still curious of what's happening, I want to give you a nice little update of where we are to this day. So I'm gonna start off before I even go into anything, I know you guys are interested because some people are probably fascinated with the story, and other people are concerned about everything. So I want to guys keep you guys updated on everything. So if anything ever happened, you know who did it, what happened, and why. Because you guys, it's all documented. Everything is documented. Okay. So this is what we're doing. So if you want to interested in knowing exactly what we're talking about, watch the video. And like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel and join the family. Okay. So let's begin. Okay, so first let's talk about dating, shall we? And am I dating right now? The answer is no. I'm not dating anyone. I'm not dating anyone. It started off as after getting out of the relationship with Eddie, I just kind of didn't really want to date anymore. Like, period. I just didn't want to. And I was supposed to have a surgery. For most people who know, I was supposed to have a surgery in October to get my hysterectomy, but I had to postpone it because I had to move. So I had to be able to be on my feet because I had a lot of things happening at the one time. So I had to move. I had to deal with child custody. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. So getting a hysterectomy at that very moment, I couldn't be down for a long period of time. And technically, I was supposed to actually still be recovering right now. It's the beginning of December. I probably would have been slowly getting back on my feet, if not back on my feet by now. But yeah, but I had to postpone it. I'm postponed it until about March. Probably March because I got to be back up by April. Because, I'm going out of town in April. So I got to be back up. But anywho, nevertheless, yeah, so this is where we are. I took a break from dating, I just didn't want to. Like, I went on a date, and then we hung out a couple of times after that. We actually had sex a couple of times after that. But then that was the end of that. Like, we just was incompatible in a sense. And I just wasn't interested. Like, I just wasn't interested. You know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't interested. And then he was like, he learned a lot of stuff. I think he wasn't I think personally it was a mutual thing. Like, I wasn't interested in the shit that he had going on. He wasn't interested in the shit that I had going on. Because he was around a couple of times when, like, we would be hanging out at the bar, and then Eddie would call and then be harassing me all night, and he'd be like, "This shit is crazy." So he was around a couple of times. So I think it was a mutual kind of thing where we both said, "You know what? Just fuck it." You know what I mean? It was just like, just fuck it. It's okay. So we both kind of eventually left each other alone, and it was actually okay. No feelings lost. He did, we both just separated. And I just said fuck it. And that probably was the best thing that I could have did because it gave me clarity. Like, because as I said before, I've just never been single. I haven't been single since I was freaking 18 years old. I'm 37. I'm finna be 38. So that's a long time to be in a relationship with somebody, one person after the other, after the other, after the other. I've never been single, right? So being single now put me in the space of knowing what I want. So now I talk to my friends and stuff who's dealing with their baby daddies and boyfriends and guys that they're meeting and shit. And I'm listening to their stories. Just example of my friend called me the other day and was like, I went to this guy's house, somebody she was dating or whatever. And what did he do? He had another bitch in his house. So, and she was gonna fight the other girl. I listened to my other friend and she's talking about her baby daddy and her baby daddy still cheat on her and all this other stuff, and she want to have a family when she want to be together with him. I'm like, why at this point? Like, why are we accepting the bare minimum anymore? Like, Like we're so much better than what we date. Like we're so much better than that. Is it just because we just want to have somebody? We just crave to be with somebody. And I think that was my downfall a couple of times because I just wanted to be with somebody. And it didn't have to be the right person. And aka I married my baby daddy. It didn't have to be the right person. It just had to be, somebody. I wanted to be connected to somebody. So it ended up making you make bad choices. Stepping away from men and not having sex at all gave me some kind of clarity that I never had before because I'm not attached to anybody. I'm not emotionally involved with anybody. If somebody that I don't like, I can just freely just walk away from me like deuces. I don't give a shit. If you don't like me, I don't like you. It's whatever. It's just not a big deal, right? You know what I mean? I'm like, because at this point now, it's just, I had a different perspective of what I wanted in a relationship and what I wanted to tolerate and things like that. And now I'm just like, I was a little bit before pre-Eddie. I was a little bit more tolerant, and I was like, no, I will help you build your life up. I will help you do this. You don't have to have this, but you can have not this time. No, not anymore. Like like not anymore. Like now, I was always I tried to be very cautious of who came around my kids. This time, post Eddie, I'm even more. I'm on like high alert at this point because he changed my life in a way of I don't have any tolerance for men at this moment, like any tolerance because of the stuff that he done and did and does continuously to this day. I don't have any tolerance. So it's like, what do you want from me? When you're approaching me, I'm like, have you ever saw the movie? I know you have. The movie Think Like a Man, when she was talking to old boy and she was like, what do you want? Like, you looked at me, you visualized me, you sexualized me, blah, 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 blah. What do you want? Do you want to talk about, what do you want to talk about? Like, you just want to get in my pants. That's what I see when a man talks to me now is, what do you want from me? Other than, you want to get in my pants. What can you offer me at this point other than what's in between your legs? I am done with the days of I'm finna build a man up. I'm done with the days of I'm dating beneath me or below me. I'm done with those days. I want my equal. The only person who I would ever tolerate that for, that's beneath me in a sense, or, is my husband, my ex-husband. That's the only man that I would ever tolerate that for. No one else at this point. I'm not building another person up. I'm not supporting them like that. I gave Eddie, sorry to say, but I did. But he gave me money too, but in a different kind of capacity. The stuff that I did for Eddie, I never did that ever for any man. And I'm not even going to say everything that I've done for Eddie, but just know it was a lot. I did a lot for him in so many different ways that I don't regret them, but I shouldn't have done them. Like, I just shouldn't have. And that should have been red flag number one. I'm always preaching financial stability. And I end up dating somebody who was not financial stability. Why would I go against everything that I want to be with somebody? I'm not doing it anymore. I want someone who's financially stable. The end. If you're not financially stable, don't talk to me. Number one. If I'm working 2 jobs, you need to work 3. If I'm working 2 jobs and you have one, that needs to be a career. Architect, doctor, nurse, lawyer, surgical tech, EMT, construction worker, contractor, mechanic. You need to have something behind your name other than I work at Walmart at the cashier. No shade to somebody who works at Walmart as a cashier. But in our age bracket, in the 30s, close to 40s, you need to have a career behind you. A cook, a chef. You need to have a name behind what you do. If you come in to approach me at this point. Like, don't approach me if you don't have the same amount of money that I make. If I'm making $50,000 plus a year, you need to at least come close. I'm not tolerating any more people who make $20,000. No, you're not working hard enough for me. You're not bringing any asset to my life. If that's not making any sense to you, I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. What are you bringing at this point to my life other than heartache, heartbreak, and stress? I ain't got time for it. You see these grades coming in? I done got time for it. What you bring to my life is different than what you bring in my life when you was in my 20s. I'm not tolerating that shit anymore. Absolutely not. Have your shit together, fellas, before you approach a woman. And if you do approach a woman, approach somebody who's in your tax bracket, who you can afford. If you can't take care of a family, if you can't pay rent, if you don't have your own car, if you got to borrow her car, you can't afford a woman. If you're still on a bus, you need to find somebody who's on a bus. If you live with your mama, you need to find somebody who lives with their mama. You need to find somebody who's in your tax bracket and bring something other than what's in between your legs. And be like, I'm just going to fuck her and then she's going to fall in love with me and then she'll tolerate everything. No, because I don't financially need you. I don't financially need anybody. I can take care of myself, obviously. I made it that way for a reason. I don't need a man. So now I'm very clear on what I want. If you're not benefiting me in any kind of way, other than trying to get in between my legs, I don't want you. Like I just put somebody in a friend zone actually recently. He was a cool person. But once I listened to him and talked to him, I realized he's not for me. Friend zoned him in a minute. I haven't talked to him since. He's not for me. That's not what I want. I'm not fin to settle for another soul to come into my life and disrupt it. Not having it. So no, I'm stepping back from dating because I'm not accepting and I haven't found what I want. I'm not going to tolerate any more bullshit from the opposite sex. I would rather just be single to myself than accept bullshit from the opposite sex. It's not worth it anymore. Especially in your 30s, watching videos. Everything is different for me now. Watching videos on TikToks and I'm watching girls do videos of, I'm playful, but real shit. Girls still on YouTube and Instagram crying over their boyfriends breaking their heart and cheating on them. Making videos of, oh, we got to go through their phones. Why? Why are we still tolerating it? I'm not tolerating that shit. If you can't be trusted, I don't want to deal with you. Like, I don't need that. I told my husband that recently. I said, if I still have to go through your phone, if you still don't have any control of yourself, if you still can't, at this time, at your age, in your 40s, finna be 43, 44 the next year, you still can't go to work and not be a married man and just be there. Not every woman that comes across your path, you have no self-control. Still to this day, I don't want you. I'm not finna keep tolerating the same shit from you, husband or not. It's not worth the drama. It's not worth the stress. It's just not worth the stress. So if a man can't do you right, why even bother? Why bother her if you can't do right by her? Why bother her? It's that simple to me now. I am been peacefully in my bed, sleeping peacefully, not worrying about a thing. Why? Because I'm single. You feel me? So no, I'm cool on dating. I think I said I need therapy because I'm going through PTSD. For a moment, I was even scared to be around men, because of their psycho behavior. Like, of anti-psycho behavior. I was scared. I'm like, what do you want? A man walked past my car, looked like he was coming too close. I locked my doors and raised my window. I was like, what do you want? Like, I don't want to date you. I don't want to talk to you. And no, you cannot have my number. For what? For what? So you can disrupt it? So you can disrupt me and my child's peaceful, harmonious life right now? No. I pass. I absolutely pass. So I just wanted to, I'm already 13 minutes in. So let me get to this part. So just to be clear, I am not dating. I have not gone on any dates. I have not had sex. It's finna be 2 months now. I said for myself anyway, I wasn't having sex until my birthday, which is January 16th, which will be coming up this video is December 3rd. So my birthday is January 16th. So take that what it is. I'm not having sex. Periods. I'm celibate. This video is let's talk about Eddie and his psycho behavior. Okay. I thought I have been very clear about why I left Eddie to him several times. I have texted to him. I've given him a list of like 15 things why I don't like him, why I'm not going to come back to him. I've told it to him. I've yelled it to him. I don't, there's nothing else for me to say at this point because it's like mental illness is real. His mental illness, he's like psycho killer mental illness. Because his behavior, I've never seen in my entire life. Like, it is now December the 3rd. And believe it or not, I'm still dealing with him and his weirdness. Mental illness is for real. When I tell you this man it seems like he cannot move on with his life. It is the weirdest thing it is the weirdest thing in the world. When I tell you he have done, still doing the extreme things of somehow he got my mother's number. He don't call men. That's what's strange to me. He went out of his way somehow to find my mother's number. He reached out to my mother. Said something to my mother to get my mother's attention. And that was the worst thing. I wish I would have known. Because I would have told my mother, do not call him. Because once he gets your number, and then he gets drunk and high, then he sends you all these messages. Texts and calls and calls and calls and texts. That's harassment. My mother is in Illinois. Why are you contacting my mother all the way across the country? Bothering her in the middle of the night. Because you over here don't have nothing else to do other than bother people in my family. Is that not weird to you? You calling my sister from different numbers over and over and over in the middle of the night because you can't get to me. Is that not weird to you? You're not calling my father. You're not calling my brothers because they're going to talk to you like men. You're calling women, harassing them. That is the weirdest thing on the planet to me. Like, I'm listening. He left messages on my voicemail of reading. It's like he's sitting at home doing background checks of everybody in my family. Reading down the streets people was born in, hospitals they were born in. Like, our family home street. Like, it's just the weirdest thing to me. Reading out your mother is this person. Her father is this person. Like, it's literally like he's online, like putting their family, like family history. And then going and searching them on the internet and then harassing them in their messages. Like, you have nothing else to do in your life than to continue on bothering my family. Like, that is the weirdest thing to me. Like, that's weird. Mental illness is real. And he's weird as fuck. And if he don't get that, and then he'll call it, I don't want to embarrass you no more. You're constantly embarrassing me. Like, you're constantly embarrassing me to the point of, I'm just disgusted. I'm disgusted at this point. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm disgusted. He'll go for the extreme in my voicemails. My voicemail currently on December 3rd is full of messages from him that he called all in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, call, leave a message, call. Just last night, on December 2nd, it was, I don't know, 2, 3, something in the morning, he called from a different number because he can't leave a message now from his phone number. He called from like text, phone, or something like that. I picks it up as his voice. His voice giving me the itchies now. And I just hang up. And I woke up this morning. He did it from 2 different text lines. Texting me. Called. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Like, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. What part of this you're not understanding? Then he'll leave a message like, you don't, just so weird that you don't want to talk to me. We've been talking for a year. It's like his mind is stuck. He's stuck in some kind of weird space and won't accept, I don't want you. You ruined a lot of things and you think I'm going to deal with you again. No. From my Vlogmas, I had to delete, and I'm still deleting. I probably got 2 more videos that I'm about to delete. Why? Because I'm used to, videoing pretty much just, random me walking and me driving. I went back to rewatch some of my videos just to see what I put in them because I video, record them, put them up. And then I might not see it for 30 days before it even premiered. So now I'm going back and looking at him, and I'm like, oh, this is too much information. I'm walking in my apartment complex, and I'm like, no, this is too much information. Because just by you could tell where I live at. I'm like, you can find where I live at just by, what I'm driving down the street. I'm like, oh, no. He would know what street this is. I don't even want him to be able to pinpoint. That is on that street. That's Spring Mountain. Or that's Jones. I don't want him to do that. He don't need to know where the fuck I live at. That's Warm Springs. Oh, she's at right there. That's that gas station on Warm Springs. That's what he'll be doing at home. This will be him in the middle of the night. Pausing the video, probably expanding it. What store is that? What street is that? I seen that before. What is that? Is that Will Wong? Is that by the airport? Where is she? Because previously he didn't even watch my videos. He said in his video, pretty much, way back, I can't watch like more than 2 minutes. I'd be too uncomfortable. Now, every day he calls me and leave a message. I'm gonna watch one of your videos, Gigi. And then he'll be watching it and then call me, and I'm hearing my video playing. Because now he's looking for clues. He's looking for clues. He's trying to figure out where I am. Because the stalker has not gone away. The stalker is just a stalker. So I have to take down videos just so he don't know my location. Like now I have to be way more like cautious of everything that I do because I see this stalker is not going to go away. I have never seen somebody who just cannot chill a day in his life. And he will not, it's like he will not let it go. Like it's weird to me that he will not let it go. He said he would go from one stream to the video on my voicemails to a whole nother. Of like, I'm sorry, Gigi. Begging. Please take me back, Gigi. Please take me back. And then when he don't get what he wants, then he'll get mad. Oh, bitch, I hate you. Or bitch, I'ma kill you. Bitch, when I find you. Bitch, we doing this. Bitch, we running this. Bitch, I'ma pay every dollar. Make sure you die, bitch. He told my sister that he's gonna shoot me in the face. That they're gonna have to bury me. Why the fuck would I want to be with you? You telling my family that you want to shoot me in my face. That you're gonna bury me. You're a psycho killer. I don't want to have anything to do with you. You still in the sense of you want everything for me and you still think I want to be with somebody like you. What sense does that make? Your mother created a devil, a walking demon. And I see where your mother didn't even want to have anything to do with him. She tried to push him off every time. Or you meet another woman, move in with them. She hated when he came back to her house. I see why. She can't get rid of that motherfucker. Because every time he meets somebody, he don't know how to fucking act right. Because that man is a walking devil. A walking devil. So, no. I don't want Eddie. And he can stay in his delusion of thinking he did nothing wrong. And you it's no point of like talking to him. Because in his dumb mind, he still think he didn't do anything. He still think to this day he ain't did anything. No matter what you say to him, that's why I don't even talk to him. It's like talking to a damn brick wall. It is like talking to an elementary student. I can't talk to him. And I'm like, what is the point of even trying to explain? It's nothing to explain at this point. If you ain't got it now, you will never get it. He will never get it. He will never get it. If he cannot still at this point sit in his spirit and figure out what the fuck he did wrong, currently doing wrong, and still doing wrong, he will never get it. If he can't sit in his point in his system now and ask himself why my baby mama left me and moved and married somebody else and I can't see my daughter, he will never get it. If he will never get why all of his other women end up leaving him because he do the exact same thing to every woman, he's a violent psycho killer, he will never get it. He will never ever get it. So because of people like that, women, be careful. Like straight up, be careful. Because I talk to my girl Shatoria every day, and she like, girl, once you told me he was from Detroit, I told your ass to leave him then, because he is just like the rest of them men from Detroit. They're no good. They're killers. They don't know how to leave women alone, and they kill for sport out there in Detroit. They kill women every day out there in Detroit. And he sent me videos. He sent me videos of men killing women in Detroit all the time. So this is what I'm going to do to you when I find you. You're crazy. Why would you think I want to be with somebody like that? He used to send me text messages. Let me eat your booty. Let me eat your vagina. Let me eat your pussy, Gigi. Please. For what? For what? So you can feel attached to me again? You can't let go now. Why the fuck would I even open my legs to you forever, ever again? I would never get rid of you. No. You need to find you somebody else who's from Detroit, who can deal, another Taurus person who just is obsessed with you just as much as you was obsessed with them. Like, there's a limit to, you need to have some kind of self-fucking control. Have some self-control, some self-respect about your fucking self, because he have none. He is somebody who literally have nothing to lose. That's another thing, a qualification from a future guy. You gotta have something to lose. It have to be some kind of a point of, okay, I'm not gonna do this, because if I did this, I would lose my family. I would lose my career. I would lose my home. I'm not gonna chase after behind a woman this much that I lose myself in the process. No, you need to have something going on that you're proud of. He have nothing to lose. He don't have nothing. He live with his mom. He don't got a car. Well, he said he got a car now. But who knows if he really do or not. But he probably do. I don't know. Because I ain't seen the man. Like, he's not offering shit. What are you offering me at this point? Other than that shit that I just went through. I ain't gonna do that shit again. I ain't fighting with no nigga. I'm not arguing with no nigga no more. I'm not doing that shit. If you can't fly right or act right, get the fuck on. It's just that simple. Get the fuck on. I work too hard. And if you're not my piece at this point, get the fuck on. Find somebody else who will tolerate your bullshit. Because Regina Sharice Robinson is not. And if you're not coming into my life to bring anything valuable to it, if you're coming in still a cheater, if you're coming in still dishonest, if you're coming in an abuser like Eddie was, if you're coming in loud and disrespectful, if you don't like children, if you literally in front of another person's children telling them F them, you don't give a fuck about them, stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away. If you don't have a career, stay the fuck away. If you don't have any money in your pocket, stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away. If I have to move just to get rid of your ass, stay the fuck away. If you're a psycho before you meet me, stay the fuck away. If you're a narcissist that think everything is about you and everybody owes you everything, stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away from me, because I don't want you. I don't want you. If you make people uncomfortable and run people out of your life because they don't want to deal with you, I don't want you. That means you're a narcissist. Stay the fuck away. If you're so possessive that you don't want anybody else around the person who had a life before you even came in it, stay the fuck away. You need to have your own life. You need to have your own friends. Eddie didn't have any friends. That should have been red flag number 50. He didn't have no friends. Now, getting to know him, I understand why he ain't have no friends, because he can't make any. He can't keep any. He can't keep friends. People don't like him when they meet him. You ran through my entire family. Nobody likes you. You ran through my entire friends. Nobody likes you. You can't make friends at your own jobs. Nobody like you. No one likes you. That should have been red flag number 50. You can't see your daughter. Your baby mama refused to even come into your life. That should have been red number 70. So don't ignore red flags, ladies. If it's a danger, if it doesn't feel right, let that be a lesson. It's not right. And for me, I'm still technically dealing with this stalker. I still have to be very careful about how I move, because he will not just, he's like a fly that just will not go away. I'm not impressed by anything that he do. I'm not impressed by him calling me. I'm not impressed by him threatening me. Still, that's some girl shit. The stuff that he's do is girl shit to me. Slashing tires, that's girl shit. threatening people, families. That's girl shit. Like that. Well, that's not even girl shit. Girls don't even do that. They threaten your ass. But the stuff that he do, I've never seen this shit before. This is obviously this shit is some Detroit tacky bullshit. Like, girl, please. But anywho, this video has probably gotten kind of lengthy, but I just want to give you a quick update of where I am, and I'm about to get dressed now for this funeral. Happy Vlogmas. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget. See you guys next year. Bye.